Hey guys, I'm over here this morning. It's Friday morning, and I'm getting ready to replace this mechanism. I think I got everything. I ordered the right one, and the handle, and this part here. Everything seems to match up. I got it on Amazon, and Alicia is over here changing this lock first. That way, she's nearby me to help me out because I lose patience with those locks. Then once we're done with this door, we're going to be doing the front door and the side door, and then we're going to key them alike. Vinny is at the apartment right now, cutting and fitting the manifolds. Anyway, Vinny's over there putting the manifolds in for the shower and bathtub, getting it all. And me and Alicia are here. Once, like I said, man, we run 2 or 3 service calls while we're doing that other apartment turnover. But this happens to be for the same management company, so they understand. So hopefully once I get there, he'll have at least one manifold rigged up, ready to go, and then we'll do some soldering at the manifold, and then we'll pro press the rest of it. See how it goes. Another one. All right, I'm working on this, guys. I was able to get one at Amazon. A total matchup, man. Everything. I got the new mechanism going in. Matches with the old one. We'll just see how it goes. You guys, it's okay to take your little motor and drive them in, but when it starts to get stiff, use your hand, because that's kind of funny. Anyway, when they start to get solid, use it to your hand driver to bring it in the rest way, because once you strip this vinyl, you're done. And then you're trying to put an oversized screw and it doesn't fit right. So always finish it up with a screwdriver, manual. Okay guys, it comes with different size screws for different size thickness doors, and show them the back. And then it gives you a bunch of holes to choose from, so you get it up high enough or low enough, and it matches perfect. So which one are you?
That one is that one in the middle.
Oh, okay. So there we
right there. See that tab?
Okay, so we got everything in. Everything's working smooth on the gears. So let's try to get this in. All right, guys. It's in. It works good. Like that. Locks. You can take that little slot out right there by adjusting this screw or that one. I'll read the instruction. I'm gonna draw it in a little bit tighter. That way it doesn't have that. We'll get over and see what Alicia's doing. All right, guys, she's done. She's pretty fast. She did a single lock, which we keyed. It's the same with this contractor pack. This is called the Smart Key. It has the little tool, and we bought the combo pack, which comes with 4 keys and matches both locks. Then what we did, the single one that we got came with its own key. So you put the old key in there, or the key that it comes with, and then you put the tool in and you do your magic, and then put the keys that came with that one, the 2-pack over there, and key it to that. I love those smart locks. Now you don't have to call somebody to rekey it. So with that being said, she did those. She did 2 of these double locks, front door and garage door, and she did 1 single, and I did the patio door lock. Now we're gonna head over and try to help Vinny. Well, she's got some work to do here. Look at that, guys. I say she because it's a single mom. But she's doing a good job. She laid it all out. Now she'll get the instructions, and piece by piece, I guess. Okay, guys, we're all done here. There's Alicia. We're gonna head over to Vinny's now and check out the manifold and see what we got. Or the manifolds. He'll probably have one measured out. I don't know. We'll go see. All right, guys, we're back here. Alicia, can I show you something?
Yeah.
That almond caulking looks beautiful. It matched up well right there.
Oh, yeah, looks good.
But we got that other stuff for this side. If you could, caulk it there and fill up that little gap.
Okay.
And if that caulking blends really well with that, then I would like to put the rest of it starting at the big spot and put what we can there if we have enough. Okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, we're gonna check out Vinny's stuff here. Okay, he's got his valves all taped off so we don't get no shit in there when we start working on this one. And we go from there. None of the valves are leaking. That's good. Cool. That's a Pro Press, and that's a Shark Bite there, guys. Okay, guys, Alicia put that custom color caulking and filled up that hole that was to the right of it in there, and now she's going to do this gap right here. She's going to fill it with some paper, and she's going to use that. Let's see how Vinny's doing over here. Let's see. Okay, Vinny's got that all mocked up beautiful. Looks good. He's got his square right here to make sure we get it right, because sometimes if they're too far in, you got to get an extension kit. If they're too far out, then the trim is all screwed up. You know, it's nice to be able, you get like a 3/8 play. But anyway, everything is there. He had to jog this out a little bit on his 45s, but it looks great. With that being said, now that it's all mocked up, we'll take it outside. The only joints we're going to solder is we're going to solder here, here, and here, and then bring it back in, and we'll Pro Press the rest. And now he's over here working on this one, which is a little bit, I don't know, it looks good. Anyway, he's going to mock it up, and then we're going to take it outside and solder that one too. Here, it's a little bit over. It doesn't matter. The other one was too. Whoever cut that tile got sloppy on one side, but it's got a beautiful plate.
Oh, no. It's.
What do you mean, no? If I say it's
I'm
a
gonna
beautiful.
make it straight. What I wanted to mention is it's.
So you're making me a liar then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
edited that shit out.
Anyway, guys, we usually keep some backing foam that you can shove in there, but in this particular case, she likes the paper because the backing foam isn't small. They don't make one that small. We carry the smallest one and like the medium one. It's called backing rod. It's foam and you can push it in the gaps. But on this particular case, it would just push the caulking back out. It would expand. You can't
There's
tuck
a
it
guy
in.
behind, underneath the baseboard, so I didn't want my patty to go under it to the wall.
Yeah.
I want to contain it.
Yeah, we got you, Al.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see. I hope we have enough left
You
in
might
that
have to
tube.
buy some.
Might have to buy another tube, but at least she gets it started, then I can just finish. But we don't need to go all the way to here, you know? Just do what you can.
See, if
and
you
then,
wouldn't put the paper, it would have been gone by now.
well, why don't you put the paper?
I did.
We'll put more.
This is good.
All right. We have to, we'll go get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, once he gets that other one done, we'll take this outside and solder, and Pro Press here, and that should be it. And then we'll brace it, and that'll be it. Man, guys, Alicia made that disappear. Look, made it freaking disappear. All right, looking good. All right, guys, he's almost getting done with all his fittings. He's prepping each one. And let's see here. So I bought him a new, what did I buy you?
Reamer?
Yeah, but what brand? Rigid.
Rigid.
Yeah, 80-some bucks,
two
guys.
inch.
$79 for the 2-inch, yeah. Yeah, that one's all beaten up. But once he gets the other one mocked up, then we're going to take him outside and solder all the nipples in, and then get the Pro Press out and do a little Pro Pressing as well. Actually, we had another service call. We did the service call this morning, and now we're here, but I had another service job at 3 o'clock for a breaker. It's probably, I don't think you've seen that video yet. It's the one that's ahead of this video, which you've already probably will see. I don't even know why I mentioned it, but Home Depot was supposed to deliver it today, and it's not going to get delivered tomorrow, so I canceled that, which is good, because if Vinny keeps up the speed that he's going, I'll be ready to solder these in about 30 minutes, and then we'll just Pro Press them in, and we'll start putting the trim on. Look at this stuff. When you buy a Pro Press, this stuff comes in the package, and then after you used it once, you'll realize you can't do it without it for other things. It used to be that I would just use the one in the ProPress, and I went to Home Depot and bought some more of that. And I mean, watch how it cleans up the pipe immediately. It's like really good stuff. We use it on everything now. So look at that, polishes it right up. But ProPress recommends you use that, and you come with I think 1 or 2 full sheets with the big ProPress machine. And now that we've used it, man, we use it for getting shit off the bathtub, toilets, everything. Works really well. By the way, you can get this. It's what is it called, Emery?
Red or maroon.
Yeah, but I forget the official name. If you go to Home Depot, you can get 3 different colors or 4 different colors of it for different abrasiveness. This is the one ProPress says to use, the red one. So that's what we've been using on everything now. Okay, guys. Whenever we're gonna strap copper, we always use copper strapping, and we use brass screws. We do. Still, even if we're using brass and we're going to use some strapping, we still will wrap that with that elastic shit. I forget the name of it. It's made by who's it? Rigid? Is it made by? I forget who. That black tape
Oh, that's
for
well,
pipes.
technically it's 20 mil tape.
It's 20 mil tape technically, but they sell it in the plumbing department. And if we're going to use this, even though it's copper to copper, we still like to wrap it if we can. And then of course, brass screws. That way you don't get, you do the best you can to cut down on electrolysis. It's just like if you put galvanized
I think 3M makes it.
to copper, if you put it on copper to galvanized, you always put a brass piece in there. But even that brass piece isn't 100%. It's a good, effective way to slow things down, but you still need a dielectric. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. A dielectric union. But if you ain't got one, and this job's got to get done, you always put a nice piece of brass in there, and hope for the best. I mean, before they knew it, back in the day, brass was the go-to fitting to separate copper and galvanized. And actually, my house where I have galvanized by the water heater, I put brass between it and finished it with copper, and it's still doing good. So I have my feelings about brass. I feel like it's pretty good. But if you want 100% sure, then you get a dielectric, union or coupling or whatever you will need, whatever it comes in to keep them separated. But if you don't have anything, put a piece of brass in there. At least you're trying. But anyway, here we go. Okay, Alicia was able to get that glass had a slight crack in it. This solar thing. She was able to get it out and not hurt it and wash it all up for them. They didn't want housekeeping to do it. The cleaning people, they were afraid that they'd screw it up, so they gave it to Alicia to do. So, looking good, girl.
Thanks.
Hey guys, we couldn't get brushed nickel. She bought brushed nickel. This came in chrome. There was a back order on the brushed nickel one. So Alicia takes that same cloth that we use for ProPress and wipes it just I say one direction because she's going up and back. She's not going in circles. And she does a little bit of that, and you can see how it almost you can see where that's chrome and that's looking like brushed nickel. You can't go too much because then you'll screw up the finish, but I've done this on jobs for years, but I didn't use that kind of cloth right here. I used something else, like for a kitchen sink, and it worked great. This cloth even works better. But at least it won't be as shiny. As you can see, she did the pole already. It was like, so anyway, when you kind of eyeball glances at it, it's going to be like brushed nickel. That's going to pass for brushed nickel when she's done. Okay, guys, this is one of the bathtubs. You know how we've been talking about overflow? Alicia's putting in a new overflow brushed nickel, but she noticed that the gasket was deteriorating. So this is the type of gasket we were talking about, flat gaskets and ones with a wedge. If you notice, this has the bathtub that comes down in an angle like that. So that would be a wedge gasket, and you can always tell a wedge gasket because it touches the top before it touches the bottom. And that requires a wedge. So with that being said, we're going to see what we can put on there. All right, guys, she's got her wedge, her gasket. Let's see, show. There we go. So wedged on the bottom, and this is what she got it all cleaned out, got it all out. So it's important, guys, to get the wedge, the middle of the wedge down, and not like one way or the other. She likes to put the fat part in first, and then that wasn't her, that was Vinny in the back. And getting it around there.
So have a screwdriver.
Yeah, I'll get you one. Alright, well, she got it in before I could go get the screwdriver. There it is. The wedge part's down here, and the upper part is right there. So now, guys, you don't need to over crank those until you rip the threads out of the whole rusty overflow. Just squeeze it up, and we'll check it for leaks later. Okay, guys, we didn't have the luxury of having the 2 screws that came out of that because they were both rusted and shot. But for these overflows, we buy these 1/4 inch by 20 that fit the overflows. That way, because when you buy that overflow plate, it comes with 1 screw with the adapter package, but you use these 2 screws that you generally have when you take out the old overflow plate. You got the 2 screws. That's when you'll put that clip on with your 2 existing, and then they give you the 1 for the plate. But we didn't have the existing, so we bought 2 right here, and it'll be for that. This is a conversion from the one that with the toggle switch to no. It's a conversion kit. So I'll let her get working on that, and I'll show you before she covers it up. Alright, she's gonna, once she gets that tight, she'll kind of make sure that it's even on both sides, even Steven. I'll let her do that there, and then we'll go from there. Alright, guys, he's dry fitting all his pro presses and making his marks with his marker. He is using a marker, marking his lines. It's important there. But when you're just doing a pro press and you slide that thing back and it clicks, just press the bastard. But when you're going to be taking it apart again and doing some soldering and taking the nipples out, then you want to mark them like he's doing here. Let's go check on Alicia. See what Alicia's doing here. Yeah, you don't want to go too tight. You rip the fiberglass up. Let me get a picture of that for management. Perfect. All right, so now your overflow plate, right? Where is it? Where do we put the overflow plate? Oh, you got it. And that'll go on. We'll check that for leaks. Now, show them what part goes down on the overflow plate. See this? This is the part that goes down. That way, if your bathtub overflows, it goes up in there and down there.
That separates it from the back.
Yeah. Anyway, she'll have that done in a minute. Boy, that looks like brushed nickel now, guys. As good as it could be. And job complete on the overflow. Yeah, that's beautiful. Good job, Al. Let me get a picture of it. Alright. Okay, guys. He's got the second one all mocked up. You can move your hand. We know it's going to move. He'll support it after. But anyway, everything's looking really good. So, up there we go. Will we be able to pro press that? Let's see.
So you put a ring and then clamp it like that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, hopefully we will. Do you want me to get the pro press first and we'll check it before we go any further? Let's do that. Oh, they just dropped off a new hood fan. I don't know. I guess it's for us. It's windy out there, but this is kind of like blocking the wind for me. So, I guess I don't think that's going to kick on, but it's kind of blocking the wind for me here. So that's cool. All right, guys. Vinny's making my job easy. My back and knees give out when I'm. So he's going to make it easy. And then, because we're using pro fittings, we don't want a bunch of boogers on the pipe. So what we're doing is we're setting it up where I can have it up for one solder and then flip it over for the other and then turn it the other way, because our ProPress fittings have to be a 1/4 inch or so away from a solder joint. So if I get that booger running up of one, if I have it upside down and I'm trying to solder and that booger goes down a little bit, it's going to mess around with our ProPress fitting. So he's doing this in such a way where he can solder these and flip it around for me one after the other. So we'll just let him prep it. So what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna clean all these ports real quick.
Ready? Where I could have just threaded on the ProPress fittings on the males, the females onto the males, and been done already. But anyway, you can just set it on I don't worry about dripping on you. What I like to do, guys, is I like to first hit my flame here, and then as I see it's getting hot, then I like to make sure that I hit the copper just a little bit to transfer the heat, because if you're here and you think it's hot and yes it melts, it may not, the pipe might not be hot and you don't get that capillary action. I like to make sure I warm it up here first and at a couple angles. And I'm not telling you guys how to solder, I'm just telling you what I do and for Vinny's education. And so I warm it up here and then I'll hit the pipe just a little bit to transfer that heat down, and then I'll go at it. But the reason why we're doing it is if we get any kind of boogers or runs going down, it's going to screw up our ProPress action.
Make it hot.
That's what she said. What do you want to do next?
Perfect.
Can I have it? I'll wipe it off.
Watch out.
That looks good.
The other side. That's perfect. I made it. There's enough room for it.
See, I don't like the way that looked right there, but it's filled. You can see the solder coming out of it, guys. But my OCD kicks in, and I don't like the way that looks.
I started wrapping around this.
Yeah, I know it wrapped around because you can
Yes.
see, because if you show them right here, it wrapped around, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a little, just because I want. Count some flux, please.
Everything is
I
safe
don't know
in there,
why.
right?
I know. I just, yeah.
Inside of
I
it.
got it. I don't know why. I just want to do it. Don't ask me why. There we go. There it is. Didn't even have to touch it.
Yeah.
Can I have the flex, please? That's beautiful. And we stay away. We don't have no boogers for the ProPress, right, man?
Maybe went other way. Maybe
Okay,
this
what's
way
next?
better.
And that's that.
There you go.
Oh, sorry. Normally I would just do them, lay it down, and just hit all four at one time. But our pro presses are right into where the limit is, 1/4 inch. So anyway. Tell. Thank you, bud.
Thank you. There it is.
There we go. We're getting some good solder joints.
Let's take a look at those. Looks beautiful.
Okay.
Just like you.
Oh yeah, thank you. You already got your iPhone. What else? What's next?
Allowance for picking Florida.
Oh yeah, you're going to Florida next month,
Let's go, everyone.
huh?
Let's go, everyone.
Just up top.
You know which way the touch spout is? It's on the top. Yeah, it's got an arrow. Okay. Is that where you want it?
You went in. I saw it. You went in big time. Yeah.
Well, you can always trim it.
I'm good.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You need more.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, it turned out good, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot.
That was it. Oh, that looks good.
Okay. Yeah, it won't be no boogers. There's a little booger, but
That's
that.
fine. You're far away from.
Oh, that's right. Okay, go ahead and rig that one up. I'm gonna go see who's honking out there. I'll be right back.
Perfect. Here.
The flux,
Oh, thank you.
flux, right?
Flux. All right, guys.
Very hot.
Very hot, hot, hot. They're so pretty when they're new, aren't they?
Yeah.
When you start
Yeah.
building the minerals, it's nasty, but yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's good. I just couldn't see it. Flux?
Go ahead.
Is your mom here? I'll hit your copper. Yeah. Right here's good for me. Right there. That's good. Right there. I love flux. I always won't put too much. Always. I even dip the tip in it for good luck. Okay, here we go.
You did that on purpose, huh? Look at this. Fuck.
Yeah, that's because you bitched at me last time.
You know exactly what you did, huh?
Hmm.
Look,
But I figured you had enough
No,
nipple.
he singed my knuckle hair.
Oh, I thought you meant about that little
No,
booger. Like, I knew you had room, so I had a little booger here, but
You burned my knuckles. Look at that, huh? Look at the hairs.
Oh yeah.
You did a little drive-by with that flame.
okay, son, that's about it, I guess, for that. I'll leave this out just in case. Deal with it later.
Need help?
No, I'm good. Okay, guys, she's gonna hold it just into place for him, just to make sure we get a nice straight job here. And you want me to push that in?
No, it's very flexible.
Shower? Yeah, cool.
Now, I'm gonna need a ring on those.
Okay, here's your ring. There's your ring, buddy. Oh, we gotta change the activator. When you use the rings, guys, you have to take that head off and use the other head. Okay, he's using the rings. Now, guys, you can put those right up against each other if you're pro pressing, right, Vinny, on half inch?
1 inch.
All the way up to 1 inch. Once you get to 1 inch, then you got to put some distance. But as long as it's half inch or 3/4 inch, you don't have to worry.
Quarter is
That's okay, Vinny. We believe you.
7/16.
Okay, 7/16. Don't lose that thing in the wall. I'll be shoving your head down that wall to get it.
I don't wanna lose it.
Hey, you didn't do the top one.
I know, I need to switch heads.
Oh.
Jeez. Good, all of them.
Yeah, do the bottoms.
They're done.
When did you do those?
They're... Oh shit, you're right. I almost forgot.
All right, done. All right, guys, he's doing the second one. He's got his what's that called?
Ring?
Yeah, his ring.
Let go. Oh.
Yeah, right.
Just kidding, probably. I don't want to get my ass beat.
Okay, he's gonna get his jaws in there. Let's see. Make sure that thing's pushed in all the way. Yeah, that's pushed in. Just
Hold it right there.
Hold it right there.
Just hold.
Everything looks good.
There you go.
Now you want to hold it anymore?
Now push it or pull it. Good.
To the left.
I don't like that. I'm just gonna do a ring.
Okay, do the rings.
And they're right there.
Okay, do that one.
Not a ring.
You got that one. You got that. Come on.
It's gonna. It wants to keep it straight. That's straight.
Okay, then put a ring.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is where I can. It's gonna twist a little bit. So. Oh, I hope I get those. Maybe I can.
Eating some corn nuts, guys. They're probably noisy. I mean, remember, this spins.
I understand that. How am I
Not
gonna get
that-
it like that?
I'm just telling you, it spins. This big old asshole.
Well, how many times are you gonna tell me it spins? Twice?
Look, how's that gonna help you? Oh, thanks, so. Angle. Try that. Don't make me cut that
Let go?
ABS. How about if I pull it that way for you like that? No? We're gonna figure that out, guys. He couldn't get his press in here, and there was no way I was gonna mess with a torch, and because the guy wants to inspect it, you know, before we put the covers on, he wants to look at it, and I didn't feel comfortable putting on a flame over here, so Vinny just whacked the ABS pipe and cut it down there, removed the pipe, did our deal, put our 2 clamps on. And we're all good to go. Everything is good to go. We use the same pipe. Everything is in, looking beautiful. He's got to put his handle back on here. He did a really good job. Yeah, it was much easier just to, rather than clean it all up, try to solder. The time it took for him to cut that in about 15 seconds. Same down there. And then crimp, and then put it right back on with the boots. So we're good to go. All good to go. Boy, I didn't want to screw around with no torch in there. I mean, I'm embracing technology, man. Okay, guys, to get this tub spout in with this funky adapter, this is what we got. Alicia went online and found the video for it. So basically what we're going to do is it requires a piece of copper. So we're going to take out this guy, solder on a 1/2-inch thread onto the copper for the wall. Then we'll tighten that booger into the wall with the stub out. Then we'll cut the stub out to where the measurement was. And then what we'll do is we'll fit on their adapter according to the instructions. And then we'll put on that tub spout. So bottom line is, first thing I got to do is Alicia is prepping a piece of copper for me. I don't know how long I need, Al, but all I need is just 1 end prep so I can solder. That's good enough, and then we'll see what we need after that. Okay. So if you could, just get that prepped right there. Prep this one, put some flux right here. Put some flux on this right here. Al, get it ready, and let's go out there and do it.
Okay.
We're gonna flux that up. That's why I didn't clear the line in the wand there in the hose. I didn't clear the line because in case something like this came up. The reason why I preserve this is I don't like dropping it off. They always give me some shitty ass bottle that's all rusted up, and I just kind of wipe it off and put a coat of paint on it. But what I don't like is they give me valves that are screwed up, and they have them so clamped down, and then when you open them, you have to like really put the clamp to it. But with that being said, I don't like it when the threads are all screwed up. You know, they don't even, I've learned just to pull the cap off and go outside and thread it on and make sure it's good. That way I don't leave the parking lot unless it is functioning good. So anyway, Alicia's getting that ready for me. I'm gonna turn the valve on. I can't do shit. Okay. So anyway, we'll see what Alicia's got going on over here. Let me see it. Alright guys. Let's hold that like that.
Got it?
Yeah. Thanks. What's that, bud?
Are we gonna need a new tailpipe?
No, not at all. We're getting it prepped for what they need it for. It's just this, it has to go on copper. So
Can you give me a hand? when you're
yeah,
ready?
yeah. Let me just wipe this off.
Oh, did you get?
Okay, guys, we flushed out the lines. Vinny held a bucket and I just cracked each one, the hot and the cold. We haven't done this one yet. We figure we get the bathtub done first because it requires the bathtub spout and all that good stuff. So we used that bucket right there and just drained. That way, if there's any debris in there, can you hold this? Okay, now we're gonna put our cartridge in, and it has a hot and cold side. The good thing about this, I think you can. I'm not sure if these are the type that you can rotate in case it's plumb backwards, but we did verify that is hot when we were flushing it out. Okay, so the hot goes to the left. This goes to the right. It's got your O-rings. I'm not happy with this right off the bat. It's too dry. Yeah, can I tell? I always put some right where the O-rings are going to go to. Alright, let's just put this on right here. So the hot is
Almost
right
done.
there. Yeah.
Alright, done.
What?
Need my apple.
Oh. Okay, so let me push that in. You gotta get those O-rings right in the right. There it is. And, these don't need to be too tight, guys. It's just to keep that in here. The O-rings, this doesn't make anything waterproof. What makes this waterproof are those O-rings. So I just let that, guys. That's about enough. Right there. Because the next guy that comes along, I might.
Was that your shoulder?
No.
Oh.
Next guy that comes along, you know, we'll have to fight that thing. And if it's just tight like that, that's all we need. We're just going to make sure that our trim is going to be okay. So, whether, you know. So with that, it'll be, we're going to have to adjust the temp on there later. But for right now, I just want to see where this is going. It goes like that. So our chrome sleeve goes there. And Vinny, if you could, put a couple screws here. And put a couple screws there and get it snug.
Okay.
I want to do this with plumber's putty, but not yet. I just
Yeah,
want
mocking.
to mock it up, and if everything's good, we'll plumber's putty the shit out of that, right? And we'll get it together. I don't trust all this shit, guys. Still gonna plumber's putty it. Put the whole fucking jar. Anyway, with that being said, we're just gonna mock it up, and then we'll take it apart and put it right. Okay, then he's got the plate all screwed in. It says off is right here, so let's see what we get here. Okay, so we're good right there, and I don't even need to do nothing to it. It's perfect because cold's here. See,
The
and
valves
then
are
hot.
closed, right?
Huh?
The valves are closed.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, it is closed.
Yeah. 'cause-
Okay, here we go.
Right? Wait. Oh no.
Yeah, I did. Okay, there's hot right there. Now it has a temp control in there, Rennie. This is so it doesn't scald you. See how it's stopping? Here's hot. That's because this is set by the factory at a certain
Before you
temperature.
put that on,
So before I put the handle on, what I'll do is once all this is fixed and plumber's puttied in place, then what I'll do is we'll turn it on and see how hot it gets there. If it doesn't get hot enough, or we don't think it gets hot enough, then we adjust this right here. This is your temp control. So what it'll do is when you got it on, when it turns this way, it stops at a certain temp where it is. You pull this and go that way, and it gives you more hot water all the way to there. So we'll fool with that later. For now, I want you to plumber's putty all the back of it in, and then your mom can caulk the face, but not tonight because we're going to be testing. But maybe like Monday or Tuesday, we'll caulk it when we're done testing with it. But for now, it's going to work great there. In fact, you had all the way until this flush. In other words, if you would have just had a 16th of this,
I get what you're saying.
yeah. I mean, you still had, look how much room you had before it would hurt. This thing could have went back, way back, but it's perfect. You followed the instructions. You put it right on the instructions. There's no problem with so it's great. So if you want, Alicia, what's that for?
It's got this.
Yeah.
This.
Well, I didn't put all that on yet because we're gonna plumber's putty it first.
More plumbers for the
So
backside.
if you want, go ahead and remove this fitting, and then we'll get plumber's putty and plumber's putty that hole. Okay? Okay, guys. That's looking real good. We won't be worrying about no water going through there. Now, when I put this on, I kind of screw it in to cut the plumber's putty, but once he's done, he'll touch it up on the outside. Kind of like, we'll go like this. Get it over that ring. I wonder if I should have put some plumber's grease. You got that, son? Thank you. That's feeling good. That O-ring's helping. I don't know how far I can go back because of that O-ring, but that feels good. Let me just make sure the handle's gonna be right. Yeah, we need to go in a little bit more. That O-ring is kind of screwing me up a little bit.
Put that shoulder into it.
But
Put your shoulder into it.
I don't know if the O-ring is like, it's supposed to be inside of it.
Alright, pull it out and then we'll do it again.
I just got to make sure that when this is in the off position, or any position, see, now we got gaps. See, that's all we need. You just don't want
Metal.
yeah, you don't want it touching. You don't need a big gap in there, Vinny. Just a little gap. You don't want it metal to metal. I want to see if I can do it a little bit more. Okay, that's nice and strong too. Feels better with the O-ring. When we were just mocking it up a little bit,
floppy.
it's floppy. That's perfect, Liz.
Good.
No rubbing at all, guys. I like being able to work with it with no water on, so I can play with. If the water was on, if I hadn't put those valves, guys, I would have had tenants. Cause look what time it is. It's 4:30. I would have had tenants screaming for water by now. This way, I can leave the water off. I can test. I don't have to get wet. I can do all what I need to do with the water off. So I'm good with that, Vinny. So we're good there. So then this is strong. So if you would, just take your finger and just go around it. Yeah. All right, guys. This shit's looking good. We'll get the trim on, finish that. I don't want to put the handle on, guys, because I want to do the tub spout first and the arm up there to turn it on, because I don't know if it's hot enough or not. But with that being said, Vinny can put this on now. This is good to go. Off is right here. See where it says off? So it's going to go right there. So go ahead and put that on if you want, and we'll go from there. I'll put this right here. Yeah, that's good. Plumber's putty that shit up. Let me get a picture of it. Okay, guys, I turned on both valves. It's in the off position. All I want to do is blow the air out of the lines, and that way, while we're working, we can check our connections to make sure there's no seepage or no drips, because I got to take this off next. So I just wanted to blow the air out of it. That way, while we're working on this, we can see what's going on the backside. So that's cold. I need to get it to the hot side. I need to get it all the way to the hot side. Okay, I'm all the way to the hot side. All the air is out. Now, he knows all the lines are full of water and he can look for leaks. I don't think there's going to be any. Now we can work on the tub spout, guys. Actually, you know what? I could adjust the hot water temperature now, Vinny. Now's a good time. That way we can seal it up and put the handle on it. Okay, nothing dripping. Check on all the crimp and the shark bite. And we put one shark bite in there because we couldn't get to it with anything. Okay, so Alicia,
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and check the temp control on this and see if it's hot enough where it's at from the factory. If not, we'll give it more. So let's run it. You want to check it?
Yeah.
Let me get it right where it goes. Shit, guys. Okay, here we go. Let's take it all the way to the hot position. Okay, it doesn't feel, it feels hot, but
It's not that hot.
it's not that hot. So I'm going to adjust it a little bit, guys. So to adjust it, I believe, can you hold this for me?
Just has to pull and turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, but I need two hands.
Alright, I'm good now.
Okay,
That's all
to get more hot, guys, see here's cold, here's off. To get more hot, you notice my handle. So what I'm going to do here is pull this out. That's that little dimple. So I might pull it out and go all the way. Maybe right there. Let's try that, guys. See what we get. Hey. Right there. Okay, now that's plenty hot.
I can
right
feel
now.
this thing now.
Yeah, that's plenty hot. I
Yeah.
can't even put my finger in there. I think what I'm going to do is get my thermometer, guys, and put it. I don't know what this is, but
The water in the
I think
kitchen.
that's
Let's
good.
see. The water in the kitchen is about the same. Already
yeah,
started.
well, this is good enough. So that's going to go there. I'll have Vinny tighten that handle right where she sets, and we'll make sure there's nothing dripping on the. If you want, Vinny, we can leave this handle off for about 30 minutes and make sure no water is leaking out of this cartridge. Sometimes these come leaky from the factory, and it'll come right out. You'll see it right under there. So we'll leave this off for about 30 minutes and work on the bathtub. Okay, guys, we're gonna get that nipple out and make our own nipple and go from there.
Okay. Now.
Got it, Ben? No. Okay, I'm gonna just see if it's gonna break loose without any. Wow, this thing is stiff, Eddie. Okay, ready, bud? He's supporting it from the back. That way we don't have no issues. Normally you can't do this. Support it from the back, and you just take a chance. But I'm gonna try it here. Good job. Got it. Hey, this is a good brass nipple, Vinny. Don't throw it away. Put it in your. Okay, if you would, clean out that hole a little bit. That way, sorry about that with the closeness. Anyway, I used to be able to put that over, but now we can just pinch that and put a crescent wrench on it and twist it in tight enough so it's in the wall. Or you can solder on another one of these right here. And then you could use a wrench on it, that way, which would probably be the smarter way to do it. And then just cut it, you know what I mean? But let's just get it in there. Okay, guys, we're gonna run that in like that. Kind of thank you. We'll just wrench on this part and then we'll cut it where we want it, guys. Do you want to, Ellie? You want to take over this camera here and he can go support it? Ready, son? He's gonna back it up in there. I just want to get it tight. Ready? Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit more here. Are you alright? That should be all it takes right there, guys. Right there. Beautiful. Okay, now we'll cut it where we need it. Gotta cut it. Okay, guys. The way this thing here works, it's got to be about 1 inch off the wall. And the tub spout's really long, so I told him to cut it at 3.5 or whatever he wants there. 3 1/4. Do what?
I put 3.5.
Okay.
I don't want to break anything on my freshly phase.
Yeah. Okay, guys, he's gonna cut that at 3.5, and then we'll see what's gonna happen here. All right, guys, he cleaned it all up. He used his tool. Now we're gonna get this thing on. They said to put this about 1 inch away from the wall. We'll see how that goes. Okay, guys, I got it about 1 inch, like it says. We'll see how this fits. There we go. Now, look at this, guys. It said 1 inch. There's no way. Let me get a tape measure. I'll fix this.
Screw it in, see what
Let's
happens.
just take it in more. No, I don't want to go with it.
Try it.
I'm going to take it back 3/4 of an inch. We don't need that much. Let's see, if I'm right here, if I go here, my O-ring is going to hit right there.
I think you need 1/2 inch stud. Right here it says a 1/2 inch. It says 3/8 to 1/2 inch on this paper. Look.
Look. See this right here, Vinny?
Right
Look.
there. It says 3/8 to 1/2 inch, and then you see.
Yeah, well look. I got it right there.
It shows you on the
But
picture.
yeah, I know. I'm just looking, so I'm just trying. The guy did it on the video 1 inch, and I can see that's not helping. So I'm gonna shoot about right there just to see. Let me see where that's gonna hit. So if the O-ring is too far in, it won't seal. See, it's almost gonna seal on the threads. If I go too far in, that O-ring is not gonna make it past these threads. So I'm kind of going right here. It should come out a little bit more. That way it's on the smooth side of this right here. I can see this is where it's gonna work, right there. So let's just take it right there. We'll do a trial run. If you want, I'm pretty confident in this. Why don't we go ahead and that's gonna be right there. We're right on the smooth side. If I go any further back, it's gonna be rubbing on the threads and you won't have a seal. So if we could, can we pack this with plumber's putty? Because I really feel like I got it this time. I'll trade spots with you.
That's why it's loose.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look. Watch.
Oh man, that must have been a Ramon.
I mean, no, we don't say
Mamone.
No.
We call him Mamone.
No, that's not good.
All right, then just go ahead and plumber. We're gonna get this plumber puttied up here, guys. All right, guys. He's got that all done there, looking good. No water's gonna get back there. Now let's get that tub. I'd rather do the tub spouts, guys, where they have the threads up here, and you do like you saw me do in the last video. And John Phillips did one a day after. But I can't get this white thing out, and I'm afraid if I do, I might break something in there because look, it's got this diverter. I just can't really screw with it, so I'm following their instructions. All right, here we go. You want to take this over?
Gadgets and gizmos in there.
Yeah, so many gadgets and gizmos. Okay, try not to get that shit over. Okay, guys, if I would have went in too far, that O-ring would be setting on the threads in there. I've got it set where the O-ring gets onto the smooth side. It's just common sense. right here, if I go in anymore with it, it's gonna hit the threaded area, and it's not gonna seal. So I got it right where it hits, right past the threads. You can see it. I'm about 1/4 of an inch past the threads, maybe. This is where it needs to be. But with that being said, this is what's gonna seal up here. So I don't need no plumber's dope or anything on there. And it's got a hole for leaks right here. It'll let the water out. I think we got it here, guys. What I would like you to do, Vinny, once I get it tight, I would like you to push on the thing so I can get it snug. Oh, look at this. What's that about? This ain't gonna... You know what this needs, guys? It needs a plate ring for this. Look how it's... Look at this. That's the fiberglass. It's showing because the other one was big. That's why I mentioned get a Moen. They fit apartments perfectly. But with that being said, do you have one of those repair plates? I got you one, right? I got you. Yeah. Let's take this off.
Yeah.
See, guys, look.
Okay.
We're gonna tighten this up, and it's gonna be showing
Got it.
the fiberglass because the other one was really big. So let's see if we can get one of those plates to save the day. Otherwise, we're gonna have to throw this in the trash can and get them a different one. You can see where the old one. You can see where the old one was going around here, and this is the beginning of the hole. This is just not gonna work. Let's see if we can get that plate. It's a spacer plate. Let's see if we can get that. But now what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to move this further out because if that spacer plate's like this is gonna hit right on those threads in there, guys. So I can tell you right now, first before we move it, we'll make sure his spacer plate fits, and then we'll go from there. This plate is gonna save us, guys. It fits on here good, and it's gonna cover up all that nasty handy work. I guess they replaced that at one time, and the guy chipped a bigger hole than he should have. But it looks like this is gonna cover it pretty good. Look at that. So what we need to do though is this is going to pull me out to here. So my O-ring is going to hit about right where the end of my thumbnail is. And that's going to be a little bit right on the thread maybe. So we got to bring this out a little bit to make sure this O-ring hits the smooth side of this area. So let's take this, let's loosen it. I haven't been tightening down hard on it, guys. Because I don't know what its final destination is. But I gotta find the fucking... Oh, wrong fucking Allen wrench. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can bring it out a little bit more. Hold on. I'm gonna say about right here to be safe. I'm not gonna snug it yet. About right there. So now it's gonna pass the thread, so we're good right here, guys. That feels really good. I don't want to bend it too much. Okay, so now, go ahead, Al, you want to put some in here? Okay, you want to hold the camera for Vinny? Vinny's going to have to go. Once I get it tight, I want him to... Actually, I can do it without the push. We'll see. Excuse me, guys. Okay, Vinny? Yeah? You want to give me a push in a little bit? Okay. Are you? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get one more turn on it. Okay, let go. Yeah, that feels good. Right where I need it, right there. I think that's perfect right there. I'm right here, babe.
Wait, yeah, I can have it.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get the shower arm in next, okay? There's some shit here I don't like. Let me see if I can. Can you hold this? I know that shit's gonna go right onto my threads.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He's got some kind of debris on the pipe.
Yeah.
Inside of the pipe.
I don't want it to go in the pipe either.
Yeah. That's probably the people that spray the shower, huh?
Yeah, it's just
Didn't
shit.
cover.
Okay, let's see if I can get it this way. Got it all cut, but. There we go. Sorry about this, guys, but this shit gets on my threads. Okay, that should do it.
See, the stuff would have been gone on the pipes, huh?
Yeah.
All the debris.
Now I go up. Okay, guys, what I like to do is I don't like to clamp down. I just get a screwdriver, take the tip off. And okay, we'll check it for leaks. Just a second. Okay, we're not gonna put this on yet. Well, we got the back opened up, but we're gonna check. We're gonna put the shower head on it, check for leaks. Actually, I'm gonna put a cap on it and check for leaks, and then we'll go from there. I have a cap.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're just gonna put a cap on here. I'm not gonna put no tape on it. I don't care if it drips. I just want to know if this is gonna hold water back. You know what I mean? I don't care if it sprays. Hopefully, it won't spray, but it might drip. But as long as I can see what's going on in there. And I will be able to. So why don't we do this? Let's get all this out, and then I can turn on the water and send it this way, divert it up. We can check everything.
Wait, what you
for
pull out of it?
I know. If you could just go ahead and we'll do that. I'm gonna let her clean up, guys. Then he's fixing the second one, getting it ready, putting support behind it. Oh yeah, putting his 2x4 there. Nice. He's gonna toenail it in here as soon as he's got it where he wants it. But looking good. Okay guys, she's checking everything from the back. Shouldn't be nothing. I'm gonna divert it up and we'll see if we get any problems up here. Put a towel so I can stand on this tub. Alright guys. Actually, if you just put a towel there, I can look in. Or if you want to look in, just get your flashlight and see if anything's coming out of that thing.
Oh, look at the other side, nothing.
Nothing? Oh, you can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, go look one more time. It's good? Let's go look, guys. I think she said yes. Hey.
I said yes.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
It is. You can actually see the pipe is nice and dry. You can see all the way to the top.
Oh, yeah. Okay, everything does look
Everything's
good.
good.
All right. Let me take that shit up and dry it off. Oh, I'm gonna step right in the middle. It's good. Alicia got me all set up here while I was on the phone. It's almost like 6 o'clock here tonight. I guess we're gonna eat pizza, so I don't know what the hell we're gonna eat. But she's got that set up for me. She's gonna put a towel there, and I'm gonna put this. Has a rubber in it, so it should work out pretty well. It's on the off position.
Oh,
There you go. That's got some pressure, don't it?
yeah.
That's the one I like. Right there. Okay, no leaks up there. Everything is looking good. Let's see. Let me get a little video this way. All three things. Boy, that looks pretty. Alright guys, everything's looking good here. Everything's looking good there. Everything's looking good here. I'm gonna shut the water off because it's a weekend, and I like to when I'm here the next day that I'm here, and I'm here the whole day. It'll be on, and I'll make sure there's no leaks. But I hate to go over a weekend because I won't be here till on Monday. I probably won't be here till Tuesday. So I'd hate for something to spring a leak. So we'll just leave all this off. Everything is good. No leaks, no drips, no nothing, man. It's good. Turned out a successful job, I guess. Guys, it's about 6, almost 7 here, and all the parking is bad. They got cars parked all the way up and down the street waiting for parking spots to open up. It's a Friday night, and I can only imagine how I would have to come here in the nighttime like this, and people fighting for a parking spot. Can you believe it, guys? With that being said, we're almost ready to pack up. We just got the shower arm to do, and that's it. We can test it and be out of here. So I always look up here and I see that shit like it wants to fall off, but it just keeps hanging on, guys. Every time somebody sees me come to my van, they all get starting up their motors and stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's one sitting right there. You can see the red lights flashing right there. The truck's right there, waiting for us to move. Okay, guys, we're all done. Both showers. We're gonna leave the panels off until next week, and just because I'm not gonna be here till Tuesday, I'm gonna shut these off right here. I shut the other ones off, and when we're here a whole day, then we'll turn them on early in the morning, and then we'll just take a look at everything, and then when we go home for the end of the job, we won't turn them off no more. I just want to be here for at least a half a day to know that these are going to be okay. I don't want a drip to develop, and then, but if I'm here early at 7 or 8 in the morning, I turn them on, and then I'm here till 3 or so, I'll be able to check everything good, I'm done, I'll put the panels on, leave the valves on. Same for this one over here. I'll show you the shower. The shower's done. The bathtub's done. Let's see here. Everything, the owner sent pictures to him, and he was happy. Everything is beautiful. Good thing we had that plate because somebody butchered that hole up when they did a repair. Alicia took a little Brillo, not Brillo, but that shit you use for you guys know that cloth. What? Yeah, ProPress, that red cloth. She hit it like that to take some of the shine off to match that. It looks good.
The emery cloth.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll show you over here. We're gonna get out of here, guys. Yeah, I'll help you carry shit. So we're gonna leave the panels off until. Not only that, I gotta check that overflow gasket. When I'm here next week, I'll fill the bathtub all the way up to the overflow and check it for leaks. And this one's all done as well. So, looks good. He says he might want me to put those extender arms that come up like that. Usually I twist those around to give it even more height. But we'll see what we can do with it, leaving it like that because it's nice and tight and everything, but we'll see. So I got these valves off. We had to cut that vent to get back there to that one. But we put, right there. Vinny checked them. And it's just a vent. I don't think there's anything going through it. I think it's a wet vent is what they call it, I think. Anyway, who knows? Probably got that wrong. All right, guys, that's going to be it. So we're going to lock up here, go home, probably get some In-N-Out or some Carl's Jr. or who in the hell knows. We're gonna get something though. All right, guys, you have a good night. It's Friday night. You guys have a great weekend. You probably won't be seeing this until after the weekend, but I did put it out there, right?
That's